there is an important truth that you need to know, not just today, but always. And that truth is this: God loves you. Yeah, He knows all about you. He knows your past, He knows your present, He even knows your future, and He loves you. You're sitting there thinking, not me. Can't love me. Nobody loves me. I've done this, I've done that. I've said this, I've said that. I've been here, I've been there. But the truth is, God loves you. He loves you at your very worst moment because God sees your best moment. God loves you at your very worst moment because He sees your best moment. See, the Bible tells us that in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. While our lives were far off from Him, while we were living the way we wanted to live, while we were doing the things that we wanted to do, far off from Him, God loved us. Loved us so much that John 3:16 says that for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him would not perish, but have everlasting life. And I love how John 3:17 goes on to say that He did not send His Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through Him might be saved. You hear that? Not to condemn you, but to save you. Not to condemn you, but to save you from the sin that is eroding your life, to save you from the sin that is keeping you from the life more abundantly that He has come to give us. John 10:10 tells us that the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But there's a great promise in the text when Jesus says, but I have come that they might have life and life more abundantly. And that's what He says to you today. He says that He loves you, and He loves you so much that He gave His life on the cross. He went to the grave and stayed 3 days and rose early on the third day with all power, heaven and earth in His hands, because He wanted to give you life and life more abundantly. It's a true statement that God loves you. I know it may not seem like it sometimes when you're going through some of the difficulties of life. I know it may not seem like it in the middle of crisis. I know it may not seem like it in the middle of loneliness, but I want you to be reassured today that God loves you. The enemy may be whispering against you. The enemy may trying to convince you otherwise, that God has forgotten about you, that God is taking care of everybody but you. But that couldn't be further from the truth. He knows the very number of hairs on your head. He knows you're getting up and you're lying down. He knew you when you were woven in your mother's womb, and He loves you, and He desires to have a relationship with you. And so I want to extend to you the invitation that was extended to me the first Sunday in January 1983, where the Lord said to me, Vernon, I see where you're at. I see where you've been, and I see where you're going. And I want you to know I love you, and I don't want you to go it alone. I want you to know that I want a relationship with you. I want you to know that in me you can have confidence in me. You can be feel secure in the temporal and the eternal. In me, you'll have your all in all. And I took Him up on that. And since January 1983, He's walked with me. Since January of 1983, He's talked with me. Since January of 1983, He has been the constant in my life that has helped me in good days, has helped me in bad days, has helped me when I was struggling to understand who I was, just struggling to understand what it is He wanted me to do with my life. God was there. And God says the same thing to you today. He loves you. He cares about you. And He wants to have a relationship with you. So why don't you bow your head today and just invite Him in. Say, Lord, I'm a sinner and I need a Savior. And I come to you today because I believe that you love me. I come to you today and I believe that you have great plans for my life. I know, God, that because you love me, you have thrown my sins into the sea of forgetfulness. As far as the east is from the west, so far have you removed my transgressions from me. And so today I walk in the newness of life. Today I choose to walk with God. This has been Pastor Vernon. Take 5 today. God bless you.